Hi, I'm Irving, and I'm an Adamaniac. Last time we were thoroughly embarrassing ourselves with cheap Native American stereotypes and egg puns that weren't funny. Oh yeah, also Batman.
We have already seen Gotham City's charter stolen by the rottenest egg of them all, Egghead. Gordon and O'Hara with egg on their faces. Batman and Robin answer their weekly call.
I hope everybody caught that. Whatever faults we may have, at least we're still not taking ourselves seriously. Egghead has Bruce Wayne in a machine that's supposed to pull all the knowledge out of his head and put it into Egghead's. In this way, he wants to prove that Bruce Wayne is Batman because it took a brain the size of his over the course of many years to figure out that Batman must have money. I'm a little surprised that he hasn't also pointed out the fact that Bruce is the only millionaire in the city with a built-in teenage sidekick. But that might be a bit much even for Egghead to figure out. Now, when the machine pulls all the stuff out of Bruce's head, it'll leave him an empty shell, basically a plush toy for Dick to take home and play with. That means if Bruce is Batman, then Egghead is also destroying Batman, which means no more show, so he's not going to get paid for any residuals when it goes into syndication. Egghead didn't think that part through. Both Egghead and Bruce Wayne were electrocuted on the spot. Dick Grayson became the new leader of Egghead's gang, especially once he got a good look at Egghead's stenographer.
Nice going, Dick. I thought I was a goner.
Well, boss, is he?
Only a bit of information dribbled through before that accursed teenager turned the switch.
Maybe next time don't sit your hostages next to an obvious screw this up switch the size of a Buick and then ignore them.
And? That man has a mind full of trivia. It's inconceivable that he could be Batman.
Since he's supposed to be a millionaire playboy, I'd expect his mind to be filled with images of boobs. But it's still a family show.
Back! Back, I say. This is a radar egg. And the slightest vibration will make it explode and turn this into a room carpeted with wall-to-wall millionaires.
The slightest vibration will make it explode, but rolling it across the floor doesn't set it off. I think your egg is broken. Bruce figures a way around it, of course. Then he and Dick stay behind to set it off so nobody else can get hurt.
You've got it on the first shot.
At the age of 11, I was junior marble champion of Gotham City.
Even then.
At the age of 12, he finally stopped eating his marbles. His mother and his proctologist were both very happy.
What happened to you?
That's a long story. Are we
Too late. Midnight came and went, and with it the fate of Gotham City.
You know, show up. Me now own Gotham City and all suburbs. That is the way the Wigwam Watusis.
I may need to shoot myself again.
But is it legal, Mr. Mayor?
I'm afraid so, Batman.
Even though Egghead kidnapped the 3 millionaires and held them until after midnight, isn't that against the law?
Boy wonder there is no more law in Gotham City. We're at his mercy.
We must give him enough rope, Commissioner, and let him be hoisted by his own petard.
Batman would never mix metaphors, his English is too good. So he would know that a petard doesn't involve any ropes, as a little bomb that was used for blowing gates open and such. It comes from a French word that means fart. Hopefully that doesn't involve any ropes either. Egghead comes in and takes over. He fires the mayor and the commissioner and expels Batman and Robin from Gotham City. Police escort them to the city limits with orders to kill them on sight if they return.
This is the saddest day of my young life, Batman.
What will be, will be.
Goodbye, Gotham City. You were my kind of town.
Still, Batman has a plan.
This is one time when Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson can do more good than Batman and Robin.
How?
Egghead said that the city charter is back in its resting place. My training in legal matters has taught me that every document has some fine print that is usually overlooked. Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson are going to steal the charter.
Has anyone in this city ever heard of a camera? Why can't they just take a picture of it and read that? Why does everybody have to steal the original document? It's not hard to deal with a photo. There were 1 hour developing places all over. Plus, Batman probably has his own developing operation that can do it in 6.5 seconds. This is not necessary. Plus, you don't have a magic fizzy egg like Egghead used to get into the case.
Stop them! Stop them! They just stolen $50,000 worth of precious jewels.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. Commissioner Egghead says we're not allowed to arrest any of his friends.
Well, if you won't do anything about it, I will.
Sir, come back here, please. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to give you a ticket.
A ticket for what?
Jaywalking.
This is our version of crime running rampant in the city. A few more cheap gags like that and we're finally ready to move the story along.
How are we going to open it?
We'll have to break the case.
Why don't you use the bat beam and a spare utility belt you always wear?
He has a spare utility belt under there. And it has a bat beam on it. Last we knew, the only bat beam they had is on the car. Both of those things came out of nowhere, and to the best of my knowledge, after this one reference, they went back to nowhere. This is just bad writing.
If I did, Egghead might suspect Batman. No? We'll use ordinary means.
That's all it took? Dick thought that required a bat beam, and Egghead did all those gyrations with that gadget of his. And in the end, it required the most complex gadget of all, a rock. Was anybody paying attention to this script while they were writing it? That triggers an alarm in Egghead's office, and he sends the cops to capture Batman and Robin.
Well, Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson. Well, I'm surprised you came to Gotham City the way things are going.
We had some business to attend to.
Did you happen to see Batman and Robin around the area? Commissioner Egghead has given me men orders to shoot them on sight.
I haven't seen Batman for weeks.
Well, thanks anyhow.
That was almost too easy. Then again, this is Chief O'Hara we're talking about. They could probably sneak past him by playing peekaboo.
Here it is. The clause we've been looking for. If the heirs to Gotham City's lease fail to make payment on the approved day, said property reverts to the Mohican Indians and or their legal representatives. The only stipulation to this clause is that the property may never be leased to anyone who's committed crimes against the city, territory, or the crown. In those days, we were still a British colony.
That answers that question. This happened before the American Revolution. But that just makes the portrayal of the Mohicans more ridiculous. Batman reasons that Egghead isn't just after the petty loot from these crimes, he must be after something bigger, like the city treasury.
The tax just having been collected, there must be close to $30 million in that vault.
Right, Robin. And what's a synonym for the word treasury?
Depository? Strong room? Bursary? Of course! The English word for treasury. Exchequer.
Or eggs checker.
Oh, you've done it again.
To the Batmobile.
I hereby promise that from this day forth, all of my philosophical, religious, and political discussions will use nothing but Batman logic. In the Treasury, Egghead and his gang are playing with the money. Screaming Chicken isn't happy, but you have to wonder what he thought was going to happen.
Me think you all crooks. Me go tell the mayor.
Oh, but my dear exalted chief, you are the mayor.
Oh, you're right. Me have short memory span.
What would he expect the mayor to do? Since he's the mayor, he can do it. This whole thing...
Perfumes from Paris and dresses from Rome, and my very own handsome guardsman from Buckingham Palace. You know, one of those men who don't giggle.
They sell them in the gift shop, of course.
Batman, Robin, you realize you're taking a grave chance by coming here?
That's why we took this surreptitious route.
Egghead's got a price on your cowl. The person bringing you in dead or alive gets $50,000.
Holy recompense.
That's all over now. There's a clause in the city charter that refutes anything that Egghead might have planned. It specifically prohibits criminals from leasing any of Gotham City.
Splendid news, Batman.
Yeah, the secret hidden clause was right after the one that Egghead read to you. If anybody had bothered just to keep reading, we could have avoided all of this.
Call them the dynamic duo, the caped crime fighters, the foes of felons. Call them what you will. But thank your lucky stars, we can call them our friends.
Linseed realized he wasn't a very good mayor, so he resigned and made a fortune marketing a certain kind of oil.
Try it again, Batman.
Who are you, citizen?
Oh, my name is Jose Jimenez.
That's Bill Dana. He had a variety show at the time, and Jose Jimenez was his best-known character. If you've seen the movie The Right Stuff, you got a nice taste of what he was like.
And who, may I ask, are you two nice people climbing down the side of this building when the elevators are available?
I'm Batman.
And I'm Robin.
Oh. I'm the foreman of a jury. We're trying to make up our minds what to do to a terrible, nasty criminal person, you know?
Oh.
Trying to find out now. Excuse me. Oh, you decided? What? Oh. Fellas, could you leave the rope?
They arrive at the treasury to find it empty, except for one item.
Oh, Mr. Maskman, you are so right. That Egghead, one very bad hombre.
Where did he go, Chief Screaming Chicken?
He leave me to hold him back while he escape.
But where?
He say he must replenish before he go to South America. Then they all lay high.
Lay low.
Lay low. You me wrong on direction here.
Do we have to do this?
He say he lay low for one day, and then pretty soon, maybe they all leave.
Any particular place in South America?
Oh. He say he take money, all the money, and run Venezuela.
Chief Screaming Chicken, I think you've been led down a primrose path.
My face is so red.
Boy, makes me feel good to be a Gotham Cityite when I see how everybody forgave Chief Chicken.
You'll find the people are basically good, Robin. They're merely reacting to their surroundings. Chief Screaming Chicken was wooed from the path of righteousness by some extravagant promises. It's a human failing that all of us are subject to at one time or another. But all that's water over the embankment.
If he's not allowed to say damn, why didn't he just say water under the bridge? This whole script feels like a bad first draft. They reason that since Egghead only eats a certain type and grade of egg, if he's going to South America, he'll have to stock up. So where is a poultry farm where he could do that? There's only one place. I wonder if I could survive eating this DVD. The gang asks how they're going to get out of town since all the routes are blocked.
Well, since all of the overland routes have been expunged, the only way to go is underground. So let us explore Gotham City's sewer system.
Just the right place for a rat like you.
The only place you're going is up the river.
Oh no, they're throwing eggs! Our greatest weakness! I'll never get this stuff out of my cape!
Let's give him a taste of our knuckles, shall we?
And I think they named the guy Old MacDonald just so they could do that stupid music. They wrap things up and assure Old MacDonald that he'll be paid for his eggs.
Is this the end of the book, Eggy Poo?
The end. Period. I guess I laid an egg.
That one did make me laugh, but mainly because of Vincent Price's delivery. He did all he could with his character and definitely put his own unique spin on him. That's really the only thing that makes this character the least bit interesting. Beyond that, he's just another big brain who thinks he can beat Batman. We've got a whole corral full of those. We seem to have fallen into a nest of theme villains. Corrupt motherhood, clocks, now eggs. Those aren't supervillains, those are psychological disorders. It'd be nice to get back to some villains that have some actual aura of menace. Can we do that? I guess we'll find out next time. I'm Irving and I'm an Adamaniac.